We just want to tell you a couple of things, right? Just point out some facts. Let me show you a map. When people say UK out of Europe, let me just show you on this map. Look, there's the world, and here's Europe, and look where the UK is. I don't know if you can see it on this map. It's here. So I don't really understand how this works. It's in Europe. It's there. How can you take it out? Basically, what we're saying to you is you cannot deny geography. Britain is in Europe. I want you to repeat that with me now. Britain is in Europe. Britain is in Europe.
I run an events company. We've never done anything quite like this. And I'm just helping what I found Kieran McDermott and Mark Thomas, who set up a Facebook group a week ago on that dark Friday, and they set up a group and it went to 20,000 people in less than 3 days. We've come together to bring you together to hopefully come in a peaceful unity around a solution to the EU. We as people should always get behind every single time there's a movement like this. This is more powerful than all of the lies coming out of the political system. I wanted to thank everyone who has contributed to putting this thing together in 4 days. We have a lot of people asking, there was a referendum, why are you not respecting democracy? And for us, it was a barrage of lies and a campaign that was so negative. So for us, we brought the human rights lawyer right here, who's going to tell us exactly where we go from here.
Now, the decision to leave the EU might just be the worst decision the British electorate have made in recent history. This is not an exaggeration. This is a cold and sober deduction based on the fact that Britain is safer, stronger and more prosperous inside than on the margins of Europe. I believe that the Britain that the Leave campaign voted for is a fictitious Britain, one which was conjured up by Brexiteer charlatans who purport to know better than the legal and economic experts of this country. What is needed is for the public to put pressure on their MPs to vote on the issue before Parliament. If our MPs believe that a Brexit is not in the best interest of the nation, then they are obligated to prevent it.
Is it too late now to say sorry?
I'm a mother of 3 teenagers. I'm upset for my generation, for my economic outlook, but I'm really upset for them. But my message today is that this is not the end, this is the beginning. There's a very long way to go.
Brothers and sisters, I came here at the age of 4 years old in 1981 as a little Indian boy. I'm sure I speak for all of you that when we see what's happened to Southall in the last 5 decades, what's happened to Wembley, what's happened to Handsworth, what's happened to Peckham, what's happened to Upton Park, is not a negative thing, it's a positive thing. We believe in hope, not hate, in solidarity, not racism, but we have great challenges before us. We know that the police have admitted there's been a 60% spike in racist attacks since Brexit. Our people are under attack. East Europeans are under attack. South Europeans are under attack. Central Europeans are under attack. Muslims are under attack. Asians are under attack. African people are under attack. We must go back to our communities and organize all our communities against this growing hate, against this growing racism.
And now, I'd like to give a warm welcome to David Lammy, MP, who's been fighting against Brexit.
Well, look at this! Nigel Farage, look at this! Boris Johnson, look at this!
first and foremost, as the son of immigrants. It is my honour and my privilege in representing Tottenham to represent the most diverse constituency in this country, and I'm proud. But friends like you, in the last week or so, there have been huge ups and downs in my emotions. I have been so disappointed, depressed, angry at the racism, xenophobia and nastiness that this Leave campaign has unleashed in our country. And as we look at the campaign, as we think about these Etonians that have got us into this huge mess, an Etonian mess, and I've got to say, we need to send Ofsted in. That school is failing. We cannot exit Europe on the basis of self-interest. Let's be clear what happened. David Cameron had a referendum to assuage the right in his party. It was not in your interest. Let's be clear what happened. Boris Johnson joined the other side because he wanted to be Prime Minister. Let's be clear what happened. Michael Gove first thought he wanted to be kingmaker, he now wants to be Prime Minister. None of this is in our joint shared interests. And when they say the deal is done, let us be absolutely clear about our constitution. It was an advisory referendum.
What do we want? EU! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? EU! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? EU! When do we want it? Now!
Earlier this week, on Sunday, there were racist remarks daubed on the Polish Centre in Hammersmith. And there's been a 500% increase in the number of racist incidents. And I'm here to say that the message we send out from Parliament Square is that racism, xenophobia, bigotry and hate has no place in this great country of ours. We need to take our message of why Europe matters, and we need to win the hearts and minds of those people who voted against only last week. And I'll tell you why we can do it. Because that's what our foremothers and forefathers did. They built this modern world, a world of tolerance and openness and hope and greater prosperity. And if we want to pass that on, this means we have to stay in the European Union, and this has to be the start of a long campaign to make that happen.
Now, I'd just like to introduce you to Leah from London. She's going to say a few words. Thank you.
I'm here not as a politician, although obviously we're all involved politics about us. I'm here as a great-grandmother. I'm 85. What an achievement! Nobody, I feel, has really spoken enough for my generation. Of course, young people have got a whole life ahead. I might have 5 years, I might have 10 years, who knows? Obviously, the amount of time I'll be around compared with most of you is limited. But I do have children, I do have grandchildren, and I do have great-grandchildren. And I have wept, I have shouted, I would do anything I possibly could for this to be overturned. How dare they take it away from me?
EU!
I just want to introduce the next guest, a very special man, a man who is a pirate who took on Farage in the Thames. Can we just chant, fromage, not Farage? Fromage, not Farage. Fromage, not Farage.
Fromage, not Farage! Fromage, not Farage! Fromage, not
Okay.
Farage!
And now welcome to Sir Bob Geldof.
Whose future was robbed by Farage and Gove and Johnson. They took your future. They stole our opportunity. Get out onto the street. Knock on your neighbours' doors. Ask them if they voted in or out. And if they voted out, respect it. Try and understand it. Speak to them. Talk them through it. Ask them, did they understand that they were taking the country's future with them? Don't get angry. Explain. The way to get angry is to point out what happened to them last week. They were duped. For the young again. Yes, go online, but only if you get a concrete result. If you organise friends, not just in the ether, but out in the neighbourhood, in your street, on the jobs and in the squares of Great Britain. Organise, get serious, get ready. We have 2 years. We have 2 years. We will turn this around. We will turn this around.
So, just going to say just a few things. You've all come from all over the country, some people from all over Europe. I just want to say thank you for making the effort, and this is the future of everything. So thank you for coming, all of you. Nice of applause. And I just want to ask a few people in the crowd to say a few words about why they came today.
I'm a third generation immigrant who is proud of the contribution that I have made to this country, that my family has made to this country, that my ancestors made to this country before any of us even set foot here. But let me just say, there are many people who will say that democracy has spoken. I beg to differ. 37% of the entire population is not a majority. 16 and 17-year-olds were blocked from participating in this referendum. They were allowed a vote in the Scottish referendum. This referendum was not inclusive, and it brings the result of this referendum into disrepute. We need to keep on building on this momentum. Now is not the time for apathy. We have handed this country over to the far right and to the bigots, and it is time to fight back.
Thank you, Lucy. I'm talking to you here today as a European, British, Iraqi, Muslim woman. I am also the mother of 2 boys who may not experience the European identity that you and I will experience. I want to say a big, massive thank you to the faceless bureaucrats that have been funding and supporting our dying communities that were former industrial powerhouses in the UK that our government have forgotten so cynically. I want to say thank you to the faceless bureaucrats that have held our government to account over environmental degradation and pollution. I want to say thank you to the faceless bureaucrats who supported our survivors of domestic and sexual abuse that our government have so cynically forgotten.
Thank you so much to the last speakers, and now I'd like to introduce you to Owen Jones, journalist and campaigner. Big applause in the back. Big applause everywhere.
I have never been more fearful for my country. I love this country. But when I see a crowd like this, so full of optimism, so full of resilience, so full of courage, I know this country has hope. And never forget it. Never forget it.
Now, there will be those, I want to clear something up. There will be those who smear us and say we're here attacking the millions of people who voted Leave. So let's make it clear, our argument is not with those millions of people. Millions of people who have fears and concerns that have long been unaddressed by politicians. People who I grew up with, who have every reason to be angry with those at the top. We're not attacking them. We're not belittling them. Never let anyone say we are. Our argument is with an official Leave campaign full of charlatans who stirred up lies and bigotry. That's what they did. That's what they did. That's what they did. And they will be damned by history. Damned by history for what they have done. But there's a difference between discussing people's fears and inciting bigotry and hatred against immigrants and scapegoating them for all of the ills, all of the problems that this country faces. How dare they? How dare they? How dare they smear immigrants as murderers, as terrorists, as rapists? How dare they spread lies about Turkey joining the European Union and saying we're going to be flooded with Turkish criminals? How dare Nigel Farage, that contemptible individual who is man, whose entire career is based on inciting prejudice against people, standing by a poster saying breaking point, full of showing refugees fleeing from horrible violence. How dare they?
Tom Arms is coming up to say a few words. Lovely man with a very good hat.
My name is Tom Arms, as in arms and legs. I'm bald! I'm one-eyed! I'm deaf! I'm crippled! I'm old! I'm decrepit and ugly! My future is behind me! Yours is in front of you! No, it isn't! It's just been stolen! Your future, my children's future, my grandchildren's future, my great-grandchildren's future has just been stolen by a pack of lies issued by politicians who are more concerned about their own self-interest than the interest of the nation.
Quite frankly, from my point of view, I think we're a much stronger nation with the EU than without it. I'm not sure what we hope to gain by pulling out. But, I mean, if you look at what's happened from a financial point of view recently, I think that's a positive correlation between this being a huge mistake.
Hello, my name is Jude, and I've come down from Stoke-on-Trent today. And probably you know that Stoke-on-Trent voted 68% to leave. And you need to know that Stoke-on-Trent is the 13th most deprived local authority area in this country. And you need to know how hard it is for people in Stoke-on-Trent. But what is really important is that nobody is painting those people as xenophobes and racist and ignorant, because they are not. They are poor. It is a very poor place, and it is hard. And they are looking for hope, you know, because they haven't had very much recently. If we are going to change people's minds about this, then we have to reach out to those people, and we have to engage those people, and we have to talk to those people. I want you all to think very carefully when you're campaigning around Remain, that you do not discount or disrespect any of those people. We must speak with them and bring them with us. Thank you. Obviously, many young Remainers feel they were robbed of their future in Europe, and their decision has been made by people who won't necessarily have to live with the consequences. You may or may not agree with that sentiment, but one thing is certain. Millions of people our age, by not voting, deprive themselves of an opinion either way. Almost more disappointing than the youth turnout itself is the backlash and snobby attitude that's been summoned in many people as a result of the figures.
I feel like the young people of Britain are being unfairly and cruelly painted as a bunch of lazy Kevin and Perry mouth breathers with no one taking responsibility for why the level of engagement here is so low.
Nice. I'd now like to introduce you to Tim Farron, MP.
We are all British, we all stand together, and we absolutely send out the message that the kind of Britain that Nigel Farage chooses to place the world is not the real Britain. The real Britain loves our neighbours. The real Britain reaches out to others of different nationalities and different cultures. The real Britain stands up against hate and intolerance and is determined that the referendum result will not be depicted as Little England winning the day. I travelled down this morning from the Lake District, which, like London, voted to remain. I travelled down from the Lake District. I travelled through Preston, the place I was brought up. I am a proud Northerner. I am proud to be English. I'm proud to be British. I'm proud to be European. I am proud to be a citizen of the world, and none of those things compete. None of them. They are all utterly indivisible. You see, as we stand here today across the United Kingdom, paying their taxes, raising their children, making a difference to our communities, are about 2 million EU citizens, all of whom will now be worried about their future. We hear the Prime Minister saying they can stay for the time being. Prime Minister, that is not good enough. We need to say, and make absolutely clear that every EU citizen who is working here, contributing here, living here, raising their families here, being part of our communities, this is your home. We will fight your right to stay. Great. Okay, we've got Ella from Brixton.
Hello everybody, and I'd just like to say one thing right now, that everybody here is brilliant. And that they have walked here or come here because of what they care about and what they believe in.
And now, we're just very near the end. I just wanted to now bring back the two individuals, one from Plymouth, one from I think North London, who put together this movement, this idea of us coming together because we were so angry about last Friday. And I want to bring to the stage Kieran McDermott and Mark Thomas. Hello. So I just want to say thanks very much for coming. It's great to see so many people with the same passion, the same vision as me. And this is just the beginning. Remember, hassle your MPs, push this pressure onto them, and pay attention to the Facebook pages. There will be more things happening. We had all our eyes focused on this for now, but there will be more things happening. Thanks very much.
Hello everyone. My name is Mark, and last Friday I felt a bit depressed. And I felt a bit down. I went for dinner with some friends in the evening, and I did what probably a lot of you did. I had a few drinks. I had a few more drinks, and that night I set the petition up and the Facebook event up. And I woke up in the morning, oh bugger. It started growing Saturday and Sunday, and it was, oh my God, what have I done? Just me. The point is, we can all do tiny little things, drunk or sober, and those tiny things, whether on social media, or talking to a friend, family member, they can have the hugest impact possible. Like today, like you are, coming here. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to all of, just want to introduce us to one of our final speakers, Catherine West, MP.
What we want is to fight for the heart of Europe, which is based on equality, democracy and human rights, which cares about refugees, asylum seekers and all those people in need.
When we sent out the invitation, we asked you to learn a song. Just want to make sure you did that. The classic SOS by ABBA. You got it? Great. Well, we're going to sing it all together. The biggest classic rendition of this song ever known. SOS with the SOS Choir. Welcome them to the stage, please. Go. Everyone get your phones and get the lyrics if you don't know them on the Google Internet.
Things seem so hard to find. I tried to reach for you, but you have closed your mind. Whatever happened to our love? I wish I understood. It used to be so nice, it used to be so good.
All together now.